Hello, my friends. My name is Danny, and welcome back to another episode of the Guardian Gang SMP. And we are going to start today with a little bit of a horse ride to show you guys something. Oh, I missed. I have great aim, I swear. To show you guys something, and also talk a little bit, because this is not... Whoa, gosh. This is not how I planned on starting today's episode. You may have noticed this is a brand new path. I have connected the path network that we kind of had around here with the starter village over to our non-existent village over here, because back with the Guardian Olympics we did like half of that for the horse race, and I went ahead and did the other half, and this was going to be a time lapse, all this path work and whatever. But this is basically a lesson to back up your, not just your footage if you do make videos, but back up your Minecraft worlds and your screenshots and replay footage if you make videos, if you care about all of that, because I lost a lot of stuff file-wise. Hello, Kevins. I was doing some file management and I accidentally lost my replay footage for all of this, and I would have lost a lot of footage actually for videos that you've already seen, like the sea dragon and the Evermore stuff. I would have lost all of that. If I didn't edit as I go, I would have lost all of that, which would have been horrible. I didn't have backed up, and I've lost like period of like 4 months worth of Minecraft screenshots, which honestly that's the thing I'm most pressed about. Like everything from when I terraformed the bottom of my base until 1.17, so 4-ish months, 3-ish months. Can't remember what number I first said. It was probably wildly wrong. I think I said something like 6. I can't remember already. But just back up your stuff. I have now backed up all my Minecraft screenshots because those are my favorite things to look back on, even if they're little coordinate screenshots. Like, I have my first screenshot of this world still, and I will cherish that forever. And my favorite part, it's an accidental screenshot. Editing Danny, if you will please show that. When I accidentally pressed F2. Look at that. We're in a cave. It's so simple. Look at those tools. They're not anything fancy. But so we're coming up to close to the end of the path as you guys know it. In the past, you had to go across this water, and it was inconvenient, but it was fast still. We have this now, which is convenient, but you need to go away. But it takes a little bit longer, so there's pros and cons, but there's a lot. There's some parts that are iffy. Like I tried to slab it and make it not super steep everywhere, but that was a bit iffy right there. But I decided it was fine because I don't care that much about this path. It's mainly for the aesthetic and because I like having everything all linked together. But yeah, this just wraps around and I'm in a pond and it's lit up and it looks nice. And this was going to be, I was going to start this episode with, hey, I want to do this. And then we are going to cut to it. But nope, it's a recap because I did a dumb. Back up your stuff, guys. Now, returning to this area, the starter village, we do have a task for today. I'm sorry, horses. I keep forgetting they're going to want to follow me because I always hold my food in my offhand. There is a little quality of life thing we have to add to the starter village ASAP. And that little quality of life thing will be over here. Right in there. We're gonna kind of revamp this little hole in the ground. And what are we going to be putting there? You may wonder. Let's go take a look at our bulk storage, which we built so long ago. Hello, Enderman. this I built because my bulk storage, my initial bulk storage over here was getting full. I have like 6 double chests there of stone and it was filling up and I was sick of it. And so I built this to kind of remedy that, right? But the stone and the cobblestone, they're nearly filled. I guess the stone more than the cobblestone. But like, look at that. The rest of these are doing just fine. Like, especially our deep slate. Oh, it's so hard to get deep slate. And so what I want to do is to build a community storage for all the stone and all the cobblestone and other stones on the server. That way, we have no excuse. No one can toss their stacks of cobblestone and stone into lava or fire or any of the trash cans we have around the server. No, we don't destroy our stuff. Or at least I don't like to destroy my stuff. And I'd like to stop others from doing that if possible, just because I feel like it's like, wow, look at all this stuff we have. I like to showcase that off. And so we are going to build almost like a little mine storage here. It's not going to be anything fancy. I'm not going to do any redstone or anything because nothing else in this area uses redstone. But I will be providing shulker boxes for this thing. We're going to have barrels set up with shulker boxes in them for people to use and take specifically for this storage. And I have plenty of shulkers. It is like practically a requirement to fly through these rings whenever you go anywhere. If you are nearby them, you like have to. Oh gosh. Okay, now we can go in here because this is where I keep my goodies in my old house. Hello. It's like here I have my extra music discs. The extra ones, because I keep a, where is it? The vibe box where I have every single one except for the newest one. Other side, is that what it's called? I still don't have it, and honestly I don't think we're gonna be able to get in this world because of how rare it is, but I don't know, we'll see. In here I have all my elytras. That's not what I meant to open, but there they are. Here was my shulker supply like about a week ago, but then I went end raiding with Megan because she needed shulker shells because all her shulkers were being used to house axolotls all the way back from when we got our blue axolotl friend. And we got all of these. I love end raiding. It's one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. And apparently I'm like quite good at it. Like I'm really fast at it. I never quite realized how fast it was until I've end raided with a decent amount of people, and I feel like I can safely say that I just go pretty fast through it, which is kind of surprising to me, honestly. With all of those, we will have plenty to stock up the newest addition to the starter village for our community storage. And with that, I am going to probably set up a beacon if I have one. We're gonna put it up over there, do some mining, mine that area out, set it up time-lapse style. So I will see you after the time-lapse. And just like that, the little mining area is done. And there's actually something else. I'm going to do my best not to show it yet because I do want to show the building process for it. But you can see a little bit, but not the main part. So that's what's important. Let's focus on this. And then I'll talk about the other thing that I'm very excited to show you. So we have many different areas here. So here we have our stone, our deep slate, and our tough, and our, what are words? Andesite, diorite, and granite. We got those here, and then we have our cobblestone here, and I just threw down some barrels, tucked them into the side, and then here we have the most important part that really shows off just how many shulker shells I have. So we have 27 minus 3, 24 shulkers in here already, and then I donated 2 more stacks and a stack of chests so we can make more when these start to run out. And I'm going to fill these up in a little bit, and we're going to see how much we fill this. But first, one thing I love about the Guardian Gang server is when you hang out on Discord and you get off task and you do something you weren't planning on it, but it turned out well anyway. Because when I was working on the mining thing, I'm doing my best not to turn around. It is so tempting to turn around right now. We were hanging out and I had this idea, because over here I've never pointed it out, but it's been here ever since we started the community center. We had this giant spike of just wandering trader heads and their llamas, because they'd spawn here and, you know, they just kind of disappear, not sure why, and then mysteriously their head would show up on this. And so we decided, what if we make something called the Wandering Spire and finally move it from this crafting table to a proper spot? And that is what we did while I was working on the mining thing, and it is right over here. So let's jump into that time lapse and then we can check it out. The one sad thing about heads is that you can't see them from far away. Like from here, from the balcony that you can't really get to as a customer, as from the Quaking Chicken, you can't, there's nothing mysterious or odd over there. It's just that. But if you fly over, you get the Wandering Spire in all its glory. It pops out of view right around here. Yeah. So, no spire, spire! Isn't that cool? And I love how we did this. Rather than just moving, flattening the terrain, we made this little barrier thing right here. We have 2 paths on each side leading up to it, and we have a little circle, so it's almost kind of similar to the fountain and that guy here, where it's almost kind of like a little centerpiece. So we have the actual centerpiece and then the little centerpiece for Isabella's shop that she is working on. Please finish it, Isabella. Please. Yeah, that's Isabella's. I don't think I've said that yet. And then the library in this area over here. And now we got this for this area that's higher up on the ground for the new builds that we are going to be making eventually. And we have a couple signs here that Megan wrote. So we have the Guardian Gang server wants to help preserve the natural peace of Minecraft. To show our commitment, we have made the spire, the Wandering Spire. I love how it kind of sets up wandering traders and their llamas as a menace to Minecraft society. They're evil beings. But yeah, I really like this. I hope you like it. It's just a funny little thing. But we have one more thing to do. 2 more things to do. That was a lie. We have to actually put stuff in that, because I want to see how filled it gets and how empty we can make our storage of stone and stuff over here. And the other thing is so Megan asked for me to build something for her. A little commission. And honestly, I wish I recorded it. But I was so tired when she was talking to me about it that I didn't. where did I put it? She paid me in this amazing currency, and she was so funny about it. Here it is, Flint bucks. And I was like, don't give me Flint bucks. We're not going to have cryptocurrency on the server. No cryptocurrency here, but here we are with Flint bucks. And here we have all my axolotls. They need a home. I still haven't put the blue axolotl in. I'm very good at doing things when I say I will. Very, very good. No, I'm not. But what she paid us those 8 Flint bucks for was this thing she is building over here. So if you've followed my channel for a while, you will know that this thing doesn't really have a proper name, and because of that, my base gets called the ice egg because it looks like a giant egg almost with these spikes coming out. And so there's been a question asked many times. What happens when ice egg hatches? Ice egg's not gonna hatch. That would require so much work, but it's a question. What's inside ice egg? Because right now it's my storage, but she wants us to kind of build almost like a miniature ice egg in here, but not quite, more like a sample from the ice egg. Like she wants a floating spike in here, and if there's room, spikes on the ground as well. So for the first time in a long time, I get to go grab my ice and my glass, because it has been a long time since I've built these spikes here, either on the side of my base or on the actual ice egg, you could say. And so this is what I came up with for kind of a miniature little ice egg. Megan, she wanted... Oh, that worked. I kind of view it as if we were to have taken... Oh gosh, can I get out of here? How do I get out? How do I get out? Here it kind of looks like a miniature ice egg because you can't see the bottom. But I kind of view it as almost like a sample. Like they took part of one of the spikes. And we are very laggy right now. I am sorry. Doing too much stuff. But that's kind of how I view it. And then just to add some pizzazz, I added some little floating bits, just to make it a little bit more interesting. So we have made our contribution to this laboratory that is researching the ice egg. And now I have worked with Megan and with myself to move a bunch of stuff from here and from Megan's storage over to the starter village. I didn't completely empty this out, but if you compare where these are at compared to where they were when I started this episode, it's a lot less. I think I moved like 32 shulker boxes worth of stuff from just this side alone. I didn't move anything from here because this is grass and deep slate and other stuff that I don't have a lot of. So back at the starter village, we have stuff in these barrels. We have a lot of stone. There it is. That's the one I wanted to open. That's 27 full shulker boxes plus 18 of just stone. For cobblestone, is that all? Yes, almost a full barrel of shulkers. That's a lot, and I don't think we have anything in here because we're still in the process of getting a bunch of this stuff, as everyone is. And then here we have the other stuff. Do we have any granite? We do. So that is how the mine is starting out. Anyway, that is all that I have for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that I will get to see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.